I've been investing $60 every single day. My account is right over $9,000, guys. I'm gonna keep doing this until I hit $100,000. Now, if you're new here, my name is Forrest. I invest in stuff. And while it's true that I invest in stuff, I think that everybody should too. It is my life mission, my purpose, and the reason that I started this channel is to help you. So many people ask me about finance, investing, how to start, what to invest in. We're gonna cover all of that really quickly in this video, but the primary purpose of this video is just another accountability, another check-in, me showing you the proof, putting in the work every single day of what it looks like to start an account from zero, which is exactly what I did. Because here's the thing, guys, we can all look at spreadsheets, graphs, YouTubers talking about what you could make, but it's totally different to actually see the work being done. This is something that I want to do for a long time. I'm finally doing it, right? I work as a day trader, I've worked tech field. It doesn't matter how you make your money, investing it is one of the smartest things you can do. So let's go ahead, bust open the Robinhood app and take a look at the current growth of my portfolio. Of course, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, get in early on the Macro Show Gravy Train. Also, check out my interviews, they're pretty cool. If I say so myself. Also, shout out to the OG lens, the OG camera. A lot of my episodes I've been shooting on the Fujifilms X-H2s, which are over here, right? See, I'm just having a little bit more fun with this video. I have a whole studio space, so just challenge myself to do a bunch of different shots with this one. But we're gonna open up Robinhood.
Holy crap. Oh, like my buddy just told me I aged 10 years in the last 3 years, which is true. Which is true, I have a lot going on.
But let's go ahead and open up Robinhood. There we go. So this is the portfolio. Let me go to the top here. Accountability. There's nothing being hidden here, guys. Let's get that in focus. Okay. So that is the Robinhood portfolio. So 9,000. You can see the market's open. It's 12:55 p.m. right here. Portfolio is at $9,183. So first and foremost, biggest question: can I use Robinhood? Should I use Robinhood? Totally fine to use Robinhood, guys. Okay. So I have an auto deposit set up. I think I can go here. I don't really mind showing you any of this because this is for YouTube. Let me find out my auto deposits. This isn't available while you're sharing your screen. Okay, so it's not gonna let me do that. Okay, redo. So we'll pull this up right here. So right now the account is at $9,179. Market is still open. I was gonna show you my auto deposit schedule, but Robinhood actually has a thing built in to not allow you to do that, which is fine, didn't know that. But I do have an auto deposit. So every week I put $300 into the account. It was $250, which was $50 a day. Now the math comes out to $60 a day. 6 times 5 is 30, times 100 is 3,000. Math is hard, especially when you're talking and thinking. So what is in my portfolio? Okay, I have some Rivian calls that I actually just snagged. These are leaps. Basically just betting on Rivian, having a good year. These are expire in 2026. We're not gonna talk too much about options. The majority of my portfolio is right here in this Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. So if you're not familiar with an ETF is just an exchange traded fund. It's a basket of goods, right? And in that basket of goods are 500 of the biggest and best companies right here in the US of A. I like investing in America. It's not perfect, but in terms of making money, it is the best financial return that really you can get, especially if you're investing over a 30, 40, 50 year time horizon, which is exactly what I'm trying to show you all how to do, right? I'm not trying to show you all necessarily in this series how to make a gajillion dollars. There are ways to do that. I'm a day trader. Go check out my other channel, Trading with Forrest, if you want to look at that stuff. This is really all about long-term investing. If you want to keep it super, super simple, brain off. You're like, Forrest, what do I do? That's exactly what people ask me. I don't know how to start investing. This is what you do. You download Robinhood, you deposit some money, you come to the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. The symbol is VOO. I'll type it in again for you. Go to the search bar at the top, type in VOO, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, right at the top. You can see here that I have 9.28 shares with a market value of $5,145. My average cost is $520, and it's 56% of my current portfolio. So if I wanted to buy some more, I'd hit trade, hit buy. I don't think I have any buying power left. I have $1.72 left because all my money's in the market today. I already used my money for the week. So that is VOO. What else is in my portfolio? Let's take a look here. So I've got Apple, Tesla, VTI. Apple and Tesla are a part of that basket of goods because this is an exchange traded fund of the S&P 500. Everything in the S&P 500, I already own shares of that technically. So like Apple, Tesla, those things are already in there. VTI is another good one. Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. So this is investing in the total market, not just the 500 biggest companies, but all of them. So this is going to include a basket of some of the worst stocks, more growth stocks, things like that as well. So we've got Palantir, Costco. Palantir is doing very well. Palantir Technologies taken off. You can see here that my average cost is $21. I'm up $174 overall, so not a bad buy. Costco, Nvidia, Microsoft, Procter & Gamble, 3M, Berkshire Hathaway, TQQQ, ARM. So I've been selling out of things that I really don't like holding. I've got MSTR, MicroStrategy, up $70 on that. That's cool, right? Buying that was one of these stocks that were called out. I've got some Rivian shares here. So Rivian is a special one. I have some in this account that I just bought, but I have a lot. Actually, I have a little over 6,000 shares of Rivian in my actual big portfolio. I like this company. It's American-made EV automaker, and I think that they have the added benefit of a lot of that infrastructure already being in place. So that's pretty cool. And then I've got these, Kamala Harris event contracts, taking a bet on the election. Obviously, that didn't work out, but just a little gamble there on the election. They're worthless now. Starbucks. What else we got in here? QQQ, KMI. What is KMI? Kinder Morgan. What is Kinder Morgan? Kinder Morgan engages in. Okay, so let's do a little live rebalancing. We're gonna get rid. First, I actually want to go to the 1-year chart for this. Okay, Kinder Morgan is up on the year. Actually, okay, we'll leave that in there. They have a good chart. SoFi. I do like SoFi. Okay, SoFi over the past year. Nice upward angle. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, up $15 on my position. Humana, this is Humacyte. Humacyte, I'm up total return 1% on this. Development off-the-shelf implantable bioengineered human tissues. That's interesting. Might get rid of that one. Not really sure about that one. But that's it, guys. That is the portfolio. Really, really, really simple stuff. By doing this, again, we can go to ChatGPT. Okay, so now we're in ChatGPT and we can ask ChatGPT a question. I'm gonna use a voiceover and say, hi Chat, show me a graph of my portfolio over 30 years. If I started with account value of $9,200 and I invest $300 every single week, assuming an 8% annually compounding interest rate. Plot this on a line graph specifically and show me in the legend the total values at years 10, 20, and 30. Give that some time to load. If you haven't used ChatGPT before, obviously you can do this in Excel. The math for this isn't hard, by the way, but we're gonna do that. I want this to be as approachable and accessible as possible, so I'm just gonna use the tools that everybody can use. You don't have to ask the question in this way either. If you just ask it, show me what it would look like over 30 years, it will infer some of this, but I'm asking it in this way so that you know what the inputs are, so you can always check the math. Okay, there are gonna be a lot of people in the world who say, hey, I can double, triple your money. Well, that's a crazy interest rate, that's a crazy return. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Over 10, 20, 30 years though, totally possible to make a lot of money, which is why it's so important for me, guys. I know so many people who are doing nothing, and I just wanna set you up for success. Okay, so there's a little graph before we open that up. It doesn't have, okay, we gotta actually open it up, but 10 years, it has the value. It did not graph it properly, right? So let's just ask it. So it says over 10 years is $367,000. Let's just ask it, okay, what is the total value of my portfolio at 30 years? I don't see it on the graph. We'll ask it that, send that to ChatGPT, and you can see ChatGPT is not doing well. So the total value portfolio at 30 years is $5,250,000. That's for this YouTube portfolio. I'll say that again. The total value of my YouTube portfolio in 30 years, 8% interest, $5.2 million. Okay, so it's totally possible, guys. Even if you're not doing, $300 a week, you could do something else. Let's ask it another question. Let's assume that you're just starting out, and maybe the most you can do is $50 a month. So I'll say, what would the total value of my account be in 30 years if I invested $50 a month with an annual interest rate of 8%? So we'll send that up, right? So that means my money's gonna compound 8% annually. I'm doing $50 a month, and let's see what ChatGPT can tell me about the future value of my portfolio. If you invest $50 per month or annual interest rate 8%, the total value of your portfolio in 30 years would be $297,000. Guys, it's accessible, it's possible. You're saying, Forrest, but then I'm gonna have to wait 30 years for that. Okay, How many people do you know right now who are 30 years ahead of you who don't have $297,000? Probably most of them. And that's the difference, guys. You have to do something, right? Doing something is the difference. The standard is doing nothing. The standard is having doubt. The standard is coming up with the excuses that you're coming up with right now about why you can't, about why it's too hard, about why your job isn't good enough. That's the standard. Be different. Do $10, do $20, do 7 freaking cents. Whatever you can afford to put away and protect yourself for the future. Inflation is going to keep going. We're not even accounting for all those things. It's so critical to start, guys. In any case, my name is Forrest. I invest in stuff. I hope that you will too. Follow along on the journey. Subscribe to the channel for more tips. If you have questions or topics that you want me to talk about in future videos, let me know down in the comment section. I am here to help. I really, truly believe that this is my purpose, something that I love talking about anyways. I'm happy to do as many videos on whatever topic you guys are curious about. Yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.